Who's your bot who is hesitant, a little hesitant today? It's me, September. I'm here with Katie.
Yo.
We're gonna play more Arcade Spirits, the new challengers.
And hope that they never go back to what they did last week.
Because last week was bad.
Like, really bad.
Last week was quite bad.
I really hope that the writer gets lots of constructive feedback. Let's see. Arcade Spirits. Oh, we could play Galaga.
Don't fucking say that to me.
It'll play for hours.
I love Galaga so much.
Yep. It should come up in a second.
Okay.
I don't know why it takes so long for some games. Other games, it's pretty quick. Alright, I should turn that down a little bit. Mostly because the voices are similar enough in tone to ours, even when there's voice acting, that RTX doesn't know whether or not to block it.
Yeah, so we're just gonna... It's gonna be a little low for us. We'll just figure that out.
It's what I always do. I have very, very sharp ears.
That's great. I spent most of my high school with headphones listening to death metal.
At full volume?
Yes. And experimental electronica.
Alright. There's hoping.
It's level 2.
Combo Breaker! Ludicrous combo!
So, oh god, we're gonna get one of these at the beginning of every fucking episode, aren't we?
Fight Shack news update with Punchy78.
What's up, everybody? It's
Why
your
are these
boy,
the thing that's always fully voiced?
Fight Shack News.
'Cause
All the
YouTubers
fights
are
that
cheap.
fit to post.
I don't know who plays him, but I bet it's a YouTuber.
Big happenings in the scene
I'll
today
look that up real quick.
B2W endures humiliation at the hands of a small team from a local
You wanna
laundromat.
go potty gasting? Yeah? He's not gonna leave. He's too tired to leave. I think MP3 players should come back. I mean, any Android phone is an MP3 player. It's just got a bunch of other superfluous shit on it.
In the upset of the century, this previously unknown team of locals utterly trounced Team P2W's Coda, who was fired on the spot.
I like that. I like that explanation that leaves out every important detail.
All of the important details. I like this bulleted list also. A local underdog team, laundry and pizza, shaking up the scene, fresh spaces in esports, exclamation point. I just think it's neat.
We got at least one meme on here. I just think they're neat. I can't do the Marge voice.
I just think they're mean. I can't do the March voice either. I thought I would try, and maybe I would be really good at it first time. I thought that maybe I would impress everyone by how good I was at doing that hard thing the first time.
You impressed me anyway.
Oh, thank you.
Are P2W really as strong as we believed? Are they starting to show weakness? Are they no longer favored to win the Pro Tour?
Dun dun dun.
Will this little incident become the start of something bigger? Who knows? Personally, I can't wait to see what this new team can do.
I really thought before I read ahead that he was going to say, personally, I don't care.
For more on this developing story, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and rate Fight Shack 5 stars. This is only the
So
beginning.
many
folks.
things. That's an extra thing over YouTube. Oh wait, no, because on YouTube you also have to ring that bell.
You have to smash that button.
Mm-hmm.
Cyrus Nemati, a writer and voice actor best known for Hades.
Oh, okay.
When
Who's
the
he
night
play?
comes in unavowed. That's Punchy78.
Yeah, but who's he playing Hades?
That is not listed here on the Arcade Spirits, the new Challengers website, because it didn't go to spoilers.
I wanted to know if they actually had a disabled person playing the disabled person.
Oh, I can look at that information. Because I believe that is on that list.
Mm-hmm. It is the distant future year of 20 boop-de-boop, and I'm no longer an aspiring game champion. I'm an aspiring game champion and a team manager. Yes, Risby, exactly.
I'm reading directly from Arcade Spirits, the new Challengers voice actor list.
Mm-hmm.
Riza or Riza May is a singer, voice actress, motion capture artist, and suit actress with dwarfism based out of Los Angeles, lead singer of punk rock band Psycho Bando, where they performed at various events in Southern California, including Anime Expo.
Okay, so
Then
they got a disabled person to play the disabled person. I'll give them that.
That's something.
Mm-hmm.
That was
awful.
It was still a bad run of dialogue.
Somehow it feels more awful knowing how she had to be feeling in that fucking sound booth. No way did she get through that without asking, why am I doing this? That's one more set of shoes that than I had originally intended to fill, if we're being honest. I would have been perfectly content to blend in with an existing team as just another player, but this is what it takes, so be it. The good news is that I'm not flying solo as Supreme Overlord of this team. Everybody has opinions to contribute. The bad news is everybody has opinions, and I'm quickly discovering that balancing those out is getting tricky. We got a time jump this time. This morning, my job is simple. Completely redesign the team's profile on discomfort.fist and select a sponsor for our Pro Tour ambitions. We'd be sponsored by, like, pizza?
The concept of pizza.
The concept of pizza.
Can we be... I don't see why we couldn't.
Yeah,
although
right.
I don't know who would sign our checks. I guess Dr. Pizza.
Anyone who orders a pizza anywhere, they send us
$5.
I'm gonna say like 10% of that cost. And people order a lot of pizzas, so we'd be rich real quick.
Yeah.
All while keeping as many of my teammates as happy as possible. Simple, right? Okay, wait, that's just AMP.
Yeah. It just says AMP.
Isn't AMP a real soda?
AMP was a real Mountain Dew
Right.
imprint, that I don't think is around anymore.
Yeah, I think they switched it all to the Canadian brand, which is Mountain Dew Energy.
Mountain Denergy.
Mountain Denergy. Simple, right? Okay, let's get to work. Sparksoft Vaporware for work groups.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Still love it.
Iris, online.
Hello, Miss Manager. I also figured out how to run a virtualization of the Iris app on my home computer. PCX, get things done. Represent! Just call me Banui, Iris. Okay, hello, Banui. I finished compiling all input regarding your team profile and sponsorship opportunities, cross-referencing it with your friends and their own requests. Shall we start with the profile? Every good team needs a good team name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Good Clean Fun could work nicely for that. True, but Team GCF was always a working title, and you have friends that sent me ideas for better names and acronyms. But these are only suggestions. If you want, you can make up a name and an acronym yourself. There's been ad campaigns for the concept of milk, yes, from the Dairy Farmers Association.
And cheese and beef.
Mm-hmm. Ah, the power of cheese.
Beef, it's what's for dinner.
And, what was it? Pork, the other white meat?
Yes, thank you. I knew pork was one, but I couldn't remember what the tagline was.
Mm-hmm. Sandwiches, they kick ass. That was my favorite campaign of the
Jesus
90s.
Christ, let's just slap these sandwiches. Hey, Orchid.
Hi, Orchid.
Also, hi, Slox. Hi, Angie. Hi, everyone else who came in with Angie's read.
What it said.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see them. Team...
The best team.
All right. Magnificent 7. Ooh, that looks nice.
M7.
Uh-huh, that's a good tag right there.
I think that's the Motor Vehicles Bureau in England.
That sounds about right. Future Forward. You know, to the same letter. That always looks nice on paper. Next Fiasco.
I like Next Fiasco.
It doesn't roll off the tongue, but it's fun.
It's very fun.
The Pit Crew. Or PC. Oh, that's clever. And Exemplar. Also clever.
Yeah.
None of these, right? Your own team name.
So do we want to choose someone else's, or do we want to come up with our own? Like,
let's come up with our own.
Okay. You don't think that we're going to be upsetting people by not picking their idea?
I doubt it. It feels like that'd be something that would be mentioned beforehand.
Yeah, you're right.
I've already got the perfect idea. The new challengers. Okay.
That's
cute.
That is cute. And I don't hate it.
30 character max.
The Lou Challenge.
Man, Chrono Cross couldn't even fit in here. That game has, I think, 43 playable characters.
Oh, okay.
The Lou Challengers?
Yeah. Because it's TLC. I didn't have anything else.
The Luge Challengers?
I don't like the Lewd Challengers.
The Losing Champions?
No, I don't like the implication that we're going to lose, like, right off the bat.
The Left Crud.
The Left Crud. The Intolerant Left.
Oh God,
that's not it. That's not it. That's not
really
it.
funny, but that's no.
Yeah.
Big Bad Beetleborgs?
I like Big Bad Beetleborgs. Can we call them... I'm gonna feel real bad if we hit enter on Big Bad Beetleborgs, but I do like it. Can we go Bigger, Badder Beetleborgs?
Ooh. Bigger Battle Beetleburgers?
Yes.
Bigger, Badder Beetleborgs. It fits.
What the fuck did I name the arcade in the original Arcade Spirits? Because we named it after the thing. It's like Flamingo Conspiracy or something.
Yeah, it was Flamingo something or something Flamingo.
No, we called the event Flaming Go.
Yeah.
Because it was Flamingo.
Yeah.
Do we want to stand on Bigger, Badder Beetleborgs?
Yes.
Okay. What's the acronym for Bigger Battle Beetleborgs? No, 3B.
Oh, 3B?
Yeah, 3B, because then when we do the logo, it can look basically like it's just reversed.
But like,
or not reversed, but it's like,
but it looks like a little creature face.
It does look like a little creature face. I didn't think about that, but you're right. And I like that it looks like a little creature face.
Bigger Battle Beetleborgs 3B. Now in 3B at select cinemas. That works? No. Try again.
No, that's not how it happened.
Wrong. Try again. Beetleborgs. Beetleborgs. Beetleborgs.
It's very impressive.
Well, technically, my bio brother got the speak and spell because he always got all the cool stuff.
Okay.
But I certainly would steal and play with him.
Oh, and that's why we have this custom one that has, like, Beetleborgs.
Yes.
Okay.
Gaston, stop. He's exhausted. He doesn't know what's going on. He had to take drugs.
The Cox Communications tech was out at the house and had decided to come in the house for some reason.
Let me make sure I've got the grammar right. Which of these sounds correct to me? Bigger Battle Beetleborgs is awesome and gets the job done. or bigger battle Beetleborgs are awesome and get the jobs done. That's nice that it asks that.
Is this a name for the team, or are each of us individually bigger, badder Beetleborgs?
I think we are all bigger batter. Big batter was correct, but my brain was like, nope, you fucked it up. Bigger battle Beetleborgs.
Fighting food on. All right, let's go with R.
Okay, your team name and acronym are now registered with discomfort.fist. I've also emailed everyone to let them know of the change. Next, it's time to pick a sponsor. Beating Team Play to Win made my job simple. You had sponsors lining up to talk to you. Seriously, they're right outside your door. They wouldn't take no for an answer. They want to give you their money.
This one woman keeps throwing vans through your window.
Apparently, she runs a flower shop.
Yeah.
If you can keep that hot streak going, this will be easy peasy lemon squeezy. I've organized dossiers for you, including the sponsor's original pitch and any comments from your friends about the offer. Wow, thanks, Iris. Here I was thinking that being a manager would be like difficult and stuff.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was originally made to be a virtual assistant to high-powered business executives. This sort of thing is child's play to me. Having trouble with my palate speech. Now, let's take a look at the offers. You have 3 of them to consider.
3 doesn't sound like a very long line.
Good day, Ms. Truck. Oh, you can do the sponsors.
Okay. Good day, Miss Truck. I represent Crimson Tiger Energy Drink, the premier beverage of choice for the 13 to 25-year-old gamer demographic. We're always on the lookout for promising young teams, and yours shows a great deal of promise. We would like to sponsor your entry in the Pro Tour. You'll find our team salary package more than generous, allowing you to focus entirely on team training and practice without day jobs to worry about. In return, we'd like you to wear our red branding colors and be seen drinking our product, a simple request we feel. With over 20 years of experience in this field, I assure you, you will find no finer partner than Crimson Tiger.
Well, do they claim that their energy drink will increase your gamering?
We are
like
not
Mountain Dew did?
We are not allowed to by law. Mountain Dew fucked it up for everyone.
And that gum
And
company.
5 gum.
Was it 5?
My brain says it was 5 gum, but yeah, I pulled it out.
How
It seemed like the sort of bullshit they would do.
Okay, so in-game Call of Duty machinima. A soldier's just there looking around all cautious. And it says, and then suddenly, sniper shot to the head, and then it freezes as he's falling over. And they write on the screen how it feels to chew 5 gum.
I've seen this edit.
Oh no.
Yeah, how it feels to chew 5 gum was a meme for a while.
Don't know about that.
Hey, Iris forwarded me the CT offer. I guess they're a proven brand, but do we really want to be sponsored by the guys who sponsor everyone already? Plus, their energy drink tastes like warm battery acid. No way in hell am I slurping that stuff down.
Oh, it's just Red Bull.
Oh,
Crimson Tiger.
Crimson Tiger.
Yeah.
You've gotta be kidding.
I've never been a fan of the blatant machismo and in-your-face attitude of Crimson Tiger, especially not when that's still a huge problem in the scene. Also, have you seen their clothing design? It's better suited for a gaming chair than an actual human body. I refuse to wear anything that obnoxious.
So they can offer us all the money we need to make this happen, but I need to wear their colors and chug bad energy drinks and annoy Domino and Rhapsody. Doing business means accepting trade-offs, Banui. Maybe the next 2 offers will be more to your liking.
Blade Joysticks PR.
What a good name. I bet that's their given name, too.
Hey Banui, my name's Blade Joysticks PR. Glad to see you showing up in Team... Oh, I'm sorry. Glad to see you showing up Team P2W. We need fresh blood in the scene to keep it from stagnating, and you are fresh.
No, I'm flesh.
With the skin body.
I'm made of meat. You misunderstood.
It's true. I'm sorry. I don't think, for whatever it's worth, I don't think it came over the mic. Blade Joysticks, makers of professional grade fighting game joysticks, wants to sponsor your team all the way to the top. Our team salaries can't compete with the top draws, I'll admit that, but you get all the free hardware and controllers you'll ever need.
I do like controllers.
I also like controllers. Sign with us and we'll make sure you're all kitted out. Sound good? Let me know.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh crap. They mean well, but the reason Blade can't offer a lot of money is because they're probably going out of business in a few years. Blade controllers are the Player 2 sticks you let your cousin use because you don't want them wrecking your good joystick.
Ah, like a Mad Cat's.
Like a Mad Cat's.
Not down for that.
Plus, I literally can't use their joysticks. They're too stiff, it hurts my wrist. If you want to trade your keyboard for a Blade, feel free, but personally I won't be using it here. Sorry.
Piles and piles of free gear would save us some money, but Grace and Jinx both don't like Blade. And I can say I like the idea of ditching good old Beiji the 101 keyboard for a joystick just to keep him happy. You could have everyone else on the team, other than Jinx, use Blades if you want to keep your competitive keyboard edge. There are options. Also, there's one more candidate to consider. And if I may lend my own biased view, I think they're exactly what we need. I was just thinking the first two don't seem great.
Pizza Yums! Exclamation point. Marketing.
I avoided reading ahead just so that I could have that as my first impression when you
Good. Good to talk to you, Katie. We here in the Pizza Yums family have been following your story closely. Everybody loves an underdog.
especially a pizza-themed underdog.
We would love to sponsor you. We've got experience helping people build their brand and can really get you to the next level. We can't offer as much money as a more esports-focused company, but we also don't have any demands in return. We just want to help you soar.
And also blackmail you in a couple years.
And also blackmail you in a couple of years. It would help if you were a bit more family-friendly, though.
Oh, those are words that I'm always suspicious of.
Yeah. I don't really hate Pizza Yums less.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk. Just drop me a line and we'll arrange to pay entrance fees to tournaments for you, if nothing else.
No f***ing way.
Family friendly? Seriously? Boop that. I make no apologies for who I am or what I want to say. Plus, pizza bagels taste like school glue on cardboard.
Rude. Hey, that's mean.
I must protest.
Pizza Yums is run by capitalist thugs who line their pockets by pushing processed garbage food with highly dubious nutritional value.
I wouldn't call it dubious, I'd call it zero.
Yeah, it's like eating nothing. In addition, they've sponsored many events as Deco's Palace, the Palace, Pinnacle of Anti-Arcade. I say nay.
Dang it. So no matter who I pick, I upset someone. Seriously? It's not even a matter of upset on the middle one, it's actually othering someone?
Yes.
So definitely not them.
Don't enjoy that.
Mm-hmm. It seems that way. Sorry, Banui, but these are the tough decisions you need to make when you're in a position of leadership. They'll accept your decision no matter what, but you may lose standing with two of them depending on what you decide. Well, I guess crowdfunding isn't an option. Not for the amount of money we'll need to travel and tournament expenses. Even the cheapest of offers will get us more than a GoFundMe would. Right, decision time then. Like, I think this is probably the best choice.
Crimson Tiger for bottomless money and endorsement. Domino and Rhapsody don't like it.
Uh-huh.
So... as much as I don't want to accept... I don't wish to upset any of our teammates because I like them all.
Mm-hmm.
And as much as I specifically don't want to upset Domino or Rhapsody, I do think that Energy Drink is the best one.
Mm-hmm. Those also seem like the people who would most quickly forgive.
Yeah. It's so realistic how all the sponsors are bad.
Yep.
Listen, we'll get you a Crimson Tiger energy drink bottle, and we'll just put water in it for you.
You mean vodka, right?
We'll put vodka in it for you. You shouldn't be drinking You shouldn't be drinking on set. You should maybe not be drinking vodka on set.
All right. Crimson Tiger has a strong reputation and can get us everything we'll need to make it happen. I'll wear red so the others don't. I wear red so you don't have to. That guy.
Yeah.
Just went right through my head there.
Sure. Let's embrace our doom.
Hey, if you're the one who has to guzzle the innards of a toxic swamp monster instead of me, I'll sign on that dotted line. Just remember that I warned you.
Well, that's disappointing.
Well, I'm not thrilled by your choice. I won't deny their support is going to help. I'll try and find something that matches their uniform.
Sounds good.
And that's all the managerial decisions you need to make today. I let out a long exhale, leaning back in my chair. This is more stressful than I thought it'd be. If this is stressful to you, wow, you ain't seen nothing yet. But you're doing so well, and you'll only get better at it in time.
Spock says it's so realistic how all the sponsors are bad. And yes.
I am gonna drink so many Four Locos now that Squirrel Lily on Twitch.tv has endorsed energy drinks. Good idea.
Yeah, so we're not endorsing all energy drinks. We're endorsing Crimson Tiger energy drinks specifically. Tell them the squirrel sent you. They won't know what you mean.
With me in your pocket, figuratively and literally, there's no way you can lose.
Literally and figuratively.
I mean, you can still lose your FOD 2 matches, but still.
We can choose to, yeah.
I have a lot of functionality that you haven't even tapped yet, you know. If you want me to, I can get you leverage to negotiate for more from your sponsor. Leverage is as in blackmail? You'd be surprised how many embarrassing details are perfectly public. If you know how to search for them, what do you say?
Iris, no federal crimes. I'm already in hot water just for using your pirate app service. No blackmail. Or, it would help us get ahead of Bulldozer and stay ahead. I'll consider it a possibility.
I mean, I say we do federal crimes.
I think it would be irresponsible to not do federal crimes.
Exactly. See, you get it.
I do get it. You clicked the wrong one.
Did I?
Yes.
We can squeeze more money out of... No, I clicked the right one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I fucked up.
It's okay. Not gonna lie, if we can squeeze more money out of our sponsor, preferably quietly and without any backlash, it may be worth considering. Yes, chaos! Yes, exactly. And you can count on me to take care of it quietly. I'm a digital scalpel, not a digital broadsword. I am equipped to kill chaos. I'm not saying let's go ahead and blackmail people, but, you know, theoretically, what sort of information could you find? Just about anything. What would you want me to look for in general?
Something embarrassing but safe, like Office Holiday. I'm sorry, I forgot to do my voices for these character traits. It's like Herman's Head. You remember Herman's Head?
No one remembers Herman's Head.
No
baby.
one remembers Herman's Head. Something embarrassing but safe, like Office Holiday party photos or fanfiction that they wrote. Uncover any crimes of their own. Threaten to make them face justice if they don't play ball. I think the less I know about what you dig up, the better it will be for me.
I kind of wanna do big blackmail.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Go for the hard stuff. Crimes they thought they got away with. If you're going to blackmail someone, you should really aim high. And if they don't cooperate, they can go to jail. Simple as that. So, we should threaten them with exposure of criminal activity. Okay. If you need me to find some dirt on anyone, just say the word. I can do it. Now, you should go freshen up. Team practice starts... I thought this was the last managerial thing. Do you not realize you need a manager in
practice?
In practice? Like... No one's gonna keep on track without that encouragement.
No, they're all just going to go back to their individual games like they were when we got there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole reason we're there.
And you still need to catch the subway over to Good Clean Fun. Onward, Ms. Manager. Banui. Onward, Ms. Banui. Close enough. At least that's over with. Iris is great. All I need to do now is go down to the arcade and kick some virtual ass. I know I can do that at least.
Endorsing the concept of energy drinks.
Yep.
The same way like milk was.
Yep.
I'm trying to write that short in my head and I just can't conceive of it.
How about if you don't drink milk, you go to hell before you die?
Yeah, that's probably good.
Shit, I forgot to bring out this thingy. One sec.
What thingy did you forget to bring up?
The fucking video preview.
Okay.
I could probably run it on the computer for this game, but I prefer not to.
Oh, hey, SquirrelLily.org is live. We have one viewer.
Whoa, that is provably false.
I know.
They've gotten really, really fucking bad about
Yeah, they don't particularly.
showing viewer numbers again.
They don't care.
Yeah, it always
They
happens.
especially don't care for small viewers.
It always happens starting in January, and then it usually carries on like this till March.
Yeah.
Congrats on your first viewer.
Well, thank you, Slocks.
Oh, shit.
I was just thinking about that cool horse I drew the other day.
Oh, it was a cool horse.
It was a really cool horse. When we were trying to get off the ground as a streaming entity, or when we were trying to get affiliate, we needed a certain amount of follows. So I did this thing where, hey, if you follow us, I'll draw you a thing. And I drew Socks a cool horse.
Mm-hmm. I'm very gassy.
I'm very gassy. I'm Dad.
Where is my gas pills?
They're right over here.
Yeah, but there was an open bottle. Oh, well. Fingert.
Is it that one next to the spray bottle of whatever?
Maybe. Probably. No.
That's Unison.
Oh. I give up and just open one of the closed ones in a set. Oh, there it is. It had fallen out of my medicine box. Oh, it's one of them in the computer. We don't keep spray bottles by the hard drives. Definitely on a hard drive. Ah, okay.
Gas pills. It's on a hard drive.
Yes.
It does seem like a bad place to keep your spray bottles or by the hard drives.
Mm-hmm.
That just sounds like an accident waiting to happen.
My water.
I'm sorry, it's in the crook of my arm. I was leaning over.
Mm. No more wrangling strong personalities. No more settling conflicts. Just doing what I was born to do. Play games. Our character does not understand what their job is.
No. Oh, they don't.
Right?
They continue to be sort of clueless. Right.
Right. Except, well...
Matchmaking is taking forever. It has literally been 2 minutes, Zapper. Yeah, I know, forever. How are we supposed to practice matches and servers if we can't find anybody at our skill level? It's gotta be your ELO dragging us down or something. Or yours dragging us up. High-ranked pros aren't always playing this early in the day, you know?
I'm imagining that in this, this universe, they have... The matchmaking has some purpose to it. Rather than trying to average out a skill level on a team when that's not how anything works, but it's how every matchmaking service does it.
Yeah.
Having only played a single FOD 2 machine in the entire arcade, plus a slow day for online matchmaking means practice is moving at a snail's pace. On the plus side, while Dom and Zap are busy getting their rounds in, I'm
absolutely a sub.
Free to wander around and chat with people. Probably for the best. I haven't spent much time getting to know them yet. I should take advantage of this quiet moment. I doubt I can visit everyone before it's my turn at bat, but I can squeeze some socializing in. To whom do I wish to chat with? That is an incorrect... No, that's the correct place for whom. My brain was yelling at me.
Right, because it's
referring to the secondary subject.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so... Rhapsody, Jinx and Grace, Loxley, and we can do, or go see Men in Bat. And we have 3 time.
Yeah. So, who you want to chat with?
I don't know.
I would like to chat with Rhapsody.
Okay, let's go chat with Rhapsody.
Who is chillaxing and playing on their phone.
I find Rhapsody in the far back booth of the pizzeria. They're fiddling with their phone. I wander my way back to where they're sitting, and upon arrival, I notice a whole mess of papers and drawings strewn across the table's surface. Hey, are you gonna solve a murder mystery or put together the pieces of a conspiracy theory? Rhapsody smiles wildly and looks up at me. What's a wild smile look like? Yes.
It looks like that.
Okay. Is the sound necessary?
It is because the people at home can't see me. So I need to... this is a theater of the mind, is radio.
Who is Theodore the Mind?
My favorite Image comic villain.
I was gonna say something from Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, okay.
Are they Bohemian? Yes. Wait, who's Bohemian? Are we not talking about Rhapsody?
Yeah, Rhapsody sort of has that look.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they would describe themselves that way. All I'm missing is the red yarn tying everything together.
Exactly, so which is it?
Neither. Look for yourself. What do you see?
I do as they say, and I actually take a look at the papers, but it's mostly illegible. Rhapsody could be a doctor with that writing. Or a child doctor. You know, 50 years ago, there was this show called Doogie Howser, MD.
Starred Neil Patrick Harris.
Mm-hmm. Well, if your handwriting were better.
Hey now, that's not fair. Okay, so my chicken scratch isn't the most legible, but surely you can see beyond that.
I once again peer and see beyond the words. It's lists. Complete lists of matchups, counters, a tier list, and a whole slew of details included about them. I already know a fair amount of this just from playing, but there are matchups and combo moves on Rhapsody's notes that I haven't really thought about. You are extremely detail-oriented.
Thanks for noticing. Now, why don't you stop hovering over me like a creep and join me?
I acquiesce and slide into the seat across from Rhapsody. And even before I have a chance to prod them further with questions, they begin answering them.
I'm just trying to put down everything I know about FOD2 on paper into something cohesive so I can share it with everyone. We're a team now, a legit one. Everyone will need to be on their best game, always. Everyone needs to know the why of every action we perform, cause and effect. It's important. We can only learn so much by playing the game, but studying how the game works, exploiting the moveset, seeing which combos overpower others...
Rhapsody looks up at me and smiles gently.
Oh,
so less wild now.
So they would be Bohemian Rhapsody.
Ah.
I didn't clock that joke. Thank you. That's a good joke.
That's what I'm talking about.
If we are doing this, we're doing it right. Right?
I'm touched. This is no small amount of work to put all of this out there on paper.
This will really help boost us to the next level. Right! It's all or nothing! I appreciate this.
Chili dogs!
Do you want a chili dogs all or nothing?
Let's chili dog it.
Okay.
We've got to go 110% on this, and Info Dump can help with that. Maybe we can even encourage some of our less inclined team members to study. If we can't know it all, we're dooming ourselves to failure.
I wouldn't quite go that far, Banui, but I do agree with the more you know.
Dun dun dun. Rhapsody simulates a shooting star flying overhead with their hands. Rhapsody pauses, elbows resting on the table, and places their head upon their entwined fingers. They gaze directly into my eyes, and I can sense a fire in them.
I want to win this.
So do I.
No, I don't think you understand. I really, really want to win this.
So do I. Really, really. Rhapsody chuckles softly.
Sounds good to me.
Well, I guess we're one and the same, and we best win, or there'll be two of us crying.
Not too long ago, Rhapsody didn't even want to play, and now they're dying to win, making flashcards, getting really serious about this whole thing. What changed, honestly? Rhapsody inhales a sharp breath, shocked by the question, but soon relaxes into themselves, seem to know exactly what I'm referring to. We did change the color of our hoodie too, I just noticed that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, all of that's fallen, hasn't it?
Yep.
It's fine.
Okay.
I've never tasted victory, but I've watched plenty of my friends suckle from that teat. What's the phrase? Always the bridesmaid? Nah.
Rhapsody considers how to phrase things before speaking.
I've always had a talent for puzzle solving. There's a certain excitement of feeling you can't quite put into words in working through a puzzle, isn't there? Your brain sees all the different pathways, the options before you, and then weighs them all out separately. If there's more than one way for success, one has to determine which is the best way. That's not even including outside factors. And when you solve that puzzle, it's like a reward just for yourself. You don't share that triumph with others, it's between you and the puzzle. It's the same in competitive games, they're just bigger and more intricate puzzles to solve.
Pleased with the explanation, they smile at me.
So it's to no one's surprise when I fell head over heels with competitive games. From Smash Bros. TM to Fist of Discomfort, I've played them all.
I like the implication that there's no trademark on Fist of Discomfort.
Uh-huh.
And I know why they did it like that.
Yeah.
But it's very funny to me.
And with each new game, I learned it in its entirety. The combos, the perfect executions, the matchups. Otherwise, how else would I be able to solve the puzzle? I even shared with others those details, showed them how to defeat anyone and win. I taught them everything I knew. They climbed and climbed and won and took home championship titles. They succeeded. And as for me...
That was one puzzle you couldn't solve. Rhapsody nods solemnly.
So I gave up. Why even try if you're just gonna fail? It's not worth it, is it? How could I know so much about a game and not ever succeed?
It was my fault.
Those thoughts consumed me, and I found it affecting me. I'm sorry, Slock says it taught them everything they knew. So I focused on teaching others instead. I could find at least a small bit of happiness in their victories. I was safer that way.
Rhapsody takes a long, reflective pause.
And you know, looking back at it all, I do find pleasure through others' successes. I'm glad to be that person people turn to for guidance. But there's still a part of me that can't let go of that desire. Yeah, geez, look at me. I've gone off monologuing for way too long. When you don't hesitate to interrupt me.
All of what Rhapsody's saying, I think I understand. Because it's the exact same thing that was described about me at the start.
Winning is everything to you. If we win, you'll have completed the puzzle. Winning will make you feel worthy of all your work.
The middle one? Everything else I'd feel bad saying.
Yes.
They all feel bad.
I agree.
I can empathize with Rhapsody's feelings of wanting to succeed on something that stopped them in the past. Accomplishment is important, And to win means you've succeeded in your goals. You'll have solved the unsolvable. And now you want to try again.
Exactly. And now you know why bigger, badder Beetleborgs, which I've already forgotten that's what we called it, must win. Now's my time to finally succeed.
I'm hopeful we can. Especially with all of your help, Rhapsody. You're a valuable part of the team. Rhapsody smiles warmly at me.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm glad to be a part of, again, we've called it bigger, badder Beetleborgs.
And then the mood changes dramatically as Rhapsody's attention shifts from me to the mess before them. They begin scooping up all their strewn about papers and stuffing them into their backpacks, or pockets. I don't know where I got backpack.
Oh dang, I still have to type up all these notes for everyone. No one here can read my handwriting either. Teacher's gotta write up the syllabus, so to speak. Don't worry, I'll be back in time for my matches. There's an internet cafe around the corner, and this will take me some time.
And in a rush, Rhapsody slides from the booth and I watch them wave to Ben and Matt as they leave the pizzeria. Rhapsody left in such a hurry. I hope that everything with them is okay. They're just excited about the chance to really win this time. Regardless, I should see what everyone else is up to. Domino and Zapper are still playing, so it's off to see someone else. Who's next?
Got Jinx and Grace, got Loxley, got Ben and Matt.
I think both Jinx and Grace are more interesting than Loxley.
I like Loxley, but I agree.
Plus, now we get to see if they keep fucking up her writing.
That's true.
With good, clean fun being a trifecta of greasy food, clean clothes, and a hot arcade action, it's not too surprising to see my arcade friends washing underwear and stuff. Grace is chatting away with Jinx while finding mostly black clothing from the dryer. Folding mostly black clothing from the dryer. Jinx, for her part, occasionally glances at her phone while talking. How many socks have you lost to the sock goblins today? A few? Oh, sorry.
A few, but sock goblins aren't real.
Then maybe it's Grace.
Unlikely. Besides, Grace is helping me get my clothes sorted out. It'd be counterproductive.
She does your laundry?
Can't exactly carry a giant basket of clothes with these arms. Used to use a wagon tugging along wheels, but Bitsla's trying to get someone to help with stuff like this, and Grace volunteered. Always happy to lend a hand to my BFF, and it's a good opportunity to just chat and relax, you know?
Oh, am I interrupting chat and relax time?
No, it's fine.
Something grabs Jinx's attention, her eyes flicking down to the phone while Grace continues folding black t-shirts.
Grace, that car you were talking about, the Asimov? Yeah?
And Jinx turns her phone around to show the news headline, Self-driving car kills driver in accident. Hey, this happened in real life.
Yeesh.
Alarmed, Grace nearly drops the shirt she was folding.
Oh no.
It says here it was swerving to avoid someone who screwed up and drifted out of their lane. Someone would have died either way. Still, not great for Asimov.
Aww.
That's really disappointing. Even beyond my condolences for that poor man behind the wheel. A lot of us in the AI development community were really pulling for the Asimov. It could have solved a lot of our infrastructure and transportation problems.
No.
Self-driving cars could solve problems if, they were used in a way that was actually useful to humankind, as opposed to being a money sink and dick waving contest. Maybe they can fix the bug and the negative PR won't squish the project entirely.
I was just reading about a bunch of AI stuff, and one of the things that became a real problem with these are basically algorithms that learn to the point that no one is going to be able to understand how they came to certain conclusions.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally technology that we've created, but we don't know how it works. And one of the examples brought up was that a self-driving car would refuse to, would drive right through and hit people crossing the street if they weren't at a crosswalk because none of the data fed to it included jaywalking.
Ah, okay. So this is the British plane test thing.
Yep.
Survivorship bias, that's what it's called.
Yep.
Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. Won't switch the project entirely.
I'm not sure about that.
Doubtful. Problem is people. Any crappy human driver on the road introduce X factors that an Asimov can't always solve for.
Ugh.
Sometimes I think people can't be trusted with cars. We're too reckless and too inattentive for these high-speed metal bricks. You're a professional virtual racer. Can't driving skills simply be taught? Yeah, I don't own a car. I'd be unsafe at any speed. I'm guessing any AI would have difficulty solving the old trolley problem.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
The AI could solve the trolley problem. It would just assume, you know, if it didn't have any information, that saving 5 humans is better than saving 1.
Yeah. Literally, a child can do that math. I am stumping for the self burn.
I'm totally okay with a bus driver or subway operator doing their job, so I don't have to haul my own butt around town. Probably safer for all involved. I mean, you're talking to the gal who plays FOD 2 on a keyboard. I already make questionable decisions.
Good. Glad to see someone else willing to accept personal responsibility and step aside when they know it's right to step aside.
Clicked in the wrong part of the screen.
Looks like you clicked on the wrong part.
The AI would have the easiest time. Yeah.
Human drivers, even skilled drivers, can still make errors, dangerous errors. In a game, it's fine. In real life, well... Sometimes I think if every car was run by code, it all flowed smoothly, optimally, safely, even if America will never give up driving. Yeah, that's unlikely. Even aside from one's independent spirit and freedom of movement, people don't trust AI yet.
That's
This authorship seems a little too pro-AI. Getting creepy.
As an AI. And sadly, this incident won't help Asimov's chances and acceptance in the mainstream. Maybe Iris should drive cars instead? He seems compassionate enough to make the right choices.
She literally offered to murder people for us.
She has a chaos score. Regardless of it's at 0, the fact that there is a room for it in the system is fucked. That's no reason to give up. The industry just has to keep pushing forward despite the haters. This actually does sound really... This sounds like we're being given a sermon a little bit. Maybe it's for the best. One day we'll be ready for self-driving cars, though.
This definitely feels like someone trying to explain to us how we're silly for not trusting the ChatGPT, which literally makes up lies to cover up the mistakes of politicians. That's what I'm drinking, Andy. Oh, I have marshmallows in my mouth.
So do you want chili dogs or hearts? Or the basic option down there?
I kind of want to tell her that Iris would be great at it.
Okay. I think that you should do what you wanted to do. The idea of Iris driving a car
should terrify you.
Does terrify me actively. I know that she's not real in several different ways, and I'm still terrified by the concept.
Now I stuck another marshmallow in my mouth. What if self-driving cars were based on the Iris technology? It feels like she's light years ahead of what they've got now.
Oh, she is. She's definitely capable. But Iris is a general-purpose AI with a general-purpose set of skills. She can learn via download and outperform most humans, true, but given the importance of this, a hyper-focused driving AI would be preferable. Clean, efficient, fast, and perfect. In theory, anyway. I love science. I'm very into science these days. Except she actually loves science. I mean, I love science. Not in that goofy OMG science rules what you see on Facewall or Twitter.
Oh man, I remember that in 2007.
Facewall?
Did the
Oh my god, science rules.
science kicks ass or whatever.
Yeah.
Half the info up there was wrong.
I'm a firm believer in both the human spirit and the ability to improve on the human condition through science. You okay?
Oh fuck. I've been doing that a lot lately.
Did you have a peep try to enter your sinuses?
No, I inhaled some water.
Oh. Well, golly.
Ugh.
Please do not die.
Don't plan on it.
That's wonderful.
Robotics, biohacking, space exploration, everything. There's a bright future ahead of us if we're willing to put old attitudes aside and reach for it.
With the last of the laundry folded, Grace packs the clothes up in a plastic laundry basket.
I'm feeling better now, and I'm sure Asimov will bounce back from this. Good to hear. Good to hear.
See you later.
Excuse us, Benui. Grace and I gotta drag this stuff back to my place.
Sorry, Asimov's gonna buy Tweeter. It's all downhill.
Yeah, it's so far downhill. That's the problem.
This feels like it was written in, like, 2007. Which is kind of weird. Okay, but come back in time for team practice. I'm sure the FOD 2 machine will be available too.
Won't be gone long. I literally live 3 floors up in the apartments over GCF.
Oh, hey, that's handy.
Yeah, definitely.
They have an elevator.
They do, it's right there.
Oh, they sure do.
Yeah.
Domino and Zapper are still playing, so I thought to see someone else. And obviously.
Obviously Ben and Matt over Loxley.
I think so. Unless you really want to see Loxley.
No, we can see Ben and Matt.
Okay.
Lox says that happens half the time we try to drink water, and I've heard whispers that it's an EDS thing.
Oh, that's fun. I'll have to look into that later.
Can't believe Jinx has gone from an enemy of the Teen Titans to a gamer. What a downfall.
Food seems like a good idea. I might be tangled up in practice sessions all afternoon, so a heavy slice of bazaar would be advisable.
How heavy this pizza? You ever listen to The Sword?
Not once.
They're a band. You could listen to them if you wanted.
I sure could.
Good day.
I went to
Indeed.
we have the Norman Music Festival here, and I went up with some friends one year because The Sword was performing, and then Electric Six was performing.
That's a pretty good mix there.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, I really want to go to see that. And then we went and we watched The Sword, and then everyone went for Electric Six, so that was my life.
Rude.
Yeah, I know.
Your first day as a manager. How exciting. What can we get for you, our delightful high-powered business executive?
I like that they just fade out one side of the heart when the other's talking.
Yeah.
Please, just Benui, and I'll keep it simple today. Just a cheese lover's pizza.
Can't be too cheesy, I always say, even if my bowels occasionally say otherwise.
That's a mood. One piping hot slice of the good stuff slides over to me. I open the box and nosh on it, too eager to go find a table first. Just stick my whole face in there.
Like Cookie Monster, only you have terrible third-degree burns on your face from the cheese.
God, cheese burns hurt so bad.
I know, right? And he goes, it's him. And also him.
Uh-huh.
It's them.
You're full of pep today. I would have thought your first shot at managerial duties would grind you down into a tiny, quivering wad of stressed-out jelly.
Rather mean, Ben.
Please don't remind me. I'm trying to avoid liquefying myself. When I was here yesterday, I didn't really realize that becoming our team's manager was one step on my dream ladder.
Sometimes the ladder to our dreams has missing steps. In that case, it can be difficult to climb by yourself.
Ben's right. No need to burden just yourself. especially when there are people around you who've had some experience at making dreams happen.
Oh.
Us. Matt's talking about us.
Indeed, we'd be happy to impart our learned wisdom upon the younger generation. Want some pointers?
Ah, okay.
How do I pull off the stress? Primal scream therapy, drum circle. How should I manage interpersonal conflicts? I want to keep everybody happy. How can I pump them up, really get them ready to take on all challengers? How should I be managing finances and expenses and things to avoid problems?
Hey, this is the most important one.
I agree.
On the other hand, chili dogs. This is the least important one.
Yeah.
This is probably second because you gotta sometimes, as a leader or manager, you sometimes should be putting other people's comfort over your own.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree that this is a good trait for a manager to have.
And honestly, we're getting a ton of money from our sponsors, so this drops in importance.
I think so, yeah.
Problem is, without this, none of these can happen.
We let the Red Bull make the money.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say we let the Red Bull give us wings.
We let the Red Bull give us wings, and then we flit around trying to make sure our team is taken care of.
We're all friends in Bigger Battle Beetleborgs, I think. I literally met them 24 hours ago. But conflicts are gonna come up. I can already sense some tension between a few of them. As manager, it's my job to keep everybody happy, right? How can I solve these conflicts?
Not so sure about that.
Oh, that's a tricky one. Especially since, well, you can't actually keep everybody happy. Ideally, yes, happiness is a lovely thing, but more often than not, there has to be a compromise.
Comfortable middle ground between two clashing points of view. An acceptable solution, if not an ideal one.
You're not responsible for the ideal state of perfect happiness. You're responsible for making them as happy as possible. Responsibilities on top of, playing FOD 2? This is still a heck of a lot for me.
Indubitably.
Undoubtedly.
It shows one exclamation and voice acts another.
Mm-hmm.
You can do the thing.
We believe in you.
But you barely know me. Kind of like everyone else out there. We're excellent judges of characters, and we may, in fact, be fairy godfathers. Wow, fairy godfather sounds intimidating.
That was it's a book series that I've come to realize is a lot worse than I thought it was at the time.
Oh, yeah.
But the Myth Adventure series is a fantasy satirical novel series.
Mm-hmm.
And in it, there is a mafia run by a fairy godfather. There's this bit that they keep doing where all of the mafia bosses are called Don, but they're all puns. Anyway,
I remember Don Corneo.
We're excellent judges of character.
And he says, "Is FOD 2 Fall of Duty 2 Fodern Moreware? It is Fist of Discomfort 2, and yes, that's really what they call it."
Yeah, like the back to a Volkswagen.
We're excellent judges of character.
Say, you know who Benui reminds me of?
A young Christy Haley.
Well, we did say we wanted to import the thing.
Yep.
Okay. Indeed, that same spark of destiny, I'd say, really has protagonist energy.
Who? Oh, this was a few years back. You wouldn't know the details.
We cheered Christy while she created a lovely arcade. What a grand adventure that was.
Lovely dreams, simply lovely. No doubt similar to your own dreams in a way.
You never know quite where life will take you. Something Matt and I have experienced firsthand.
Indeed. We started out running a donut shop and bookstore.
You ran both a donut shop and a bookstore? How do you manage to run two businesses at once, aside from the fact that there's two of you?
By running one business. We sold books and donuts under one roof.
The whole story. Ah, such halcyon days of literature and sugar.
Sadly, shifting demographics and the opening of a high-end cafe named La Biblio the Queue du Croissant signaled the end of that.
I'm sorry I laughed that hard directly in your ear. I'm so sorry.
La Bibliothèque du Croissant.
Good.
Oh, shit.
Good.
Another sad tale of local business crushed by Big Donut and Big Book.
Not that we let it bring us down. No, we moved right along to our next idea. Pizza, laundry, and video games.
I'm sorry, this was your go-to idea?
Absolutely.
Positively.
My point is, you may never know where you'll end up, but the journey to get there will certainly be interesting. You weren't expecting to manage an esports team, but look, you're managing an esports team. Isn't that something?
Wear the mark of chaos with pride. Surf the wave. Ride the snake.
Ride the snake.
That means something entirely different, Matt.
Aww.
Ben contemplates his next words as their back and forth stream of consciousness finally pauses for a brief moment. I mean, be honest. Where do you actually see yourself in 10 years' time?
To be honest, probably still sitting alone in my dark apartment all day grinding on ladder is the heart option. That's the heart option. I have no idea whatsoever. I could predict it, but no point, right? Placing a trophy over my head while millions of fans cheer, I think. Dead in a shocking tuna fish mishap. Can you not click tuna fish mishap?
I have to.
Okay.
It's
It's right there.
The mouse won't move.
It's moving. It's on its own, senpai.
My cursor is moving on its own. Now, I've always assumed that I'd live fast, die hard, and leave an incredibly hilarious and slightly confusing obituary. Like being crushed by a grand piano or driving a clown car over Niagara Falls or something. Glad to hear you'll be leaving a different legacy. No doubt your friends in Bigger, Badder Beetleborgs can steer you true.
And if you need any further assistance with not turning into a viral news headline, just let us know. We're happy to lend advice. Please note that advice lent in this manner has a 6-day return policy. Early fees will be collected.
Now then, next order, please. And that's when I notice a very long line forming behind me, of people waiting for Ben and Matt to get on with it. I mumble an apology and scamper off to devour my pizza. Like Peridot scamper.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Ben and Matt work as the obligatory substitute father figures in the grand narrative of my new life, but at the very least, they make for cool uncles. Okay, seriously, what is taking so long? Domino and Zapper should have completed a few matches by now. Curious, I decided to go check on them. I wasn't there to keep them concentrating. On arriving at the center of the arcade, I'm going to sneeze any second now, and I will not be able to call when it's about to happen. On arriving at the center of the arcade, I see them in the middle of a pretty intense match, with everyone just sort of watching from the sidelines. Curious, I join the fringes of the group to see what's going on.
Oh, for sake. That's the third time I've been ganked. Domino, get your skinny ass up here and defend me.
Can't talk, swarmed by ninja. Or ninjas? Do you pluralize ninja, or is ninja already plural?
It's already plural, because there is not a plural form in Japanese.
Shut the up and help me. We're gonna lose this match if you don't get your act together.
I didn't exactly see you diving into my lane to save my bacon when they roasted me in round 1, Zapper-chan.
I'll bail you out when you learn the difference between your joystick and your...
Oh good, they're fighting. Just what I was hoping for, some interpersonal drama to sort out.
Finally, you decide to stop twiddling your thumbs and dive my lane. Honestly, Domino, you've got the speed and grace of a garbage truck.
Are we trash talking then? Is that what's expected of me?
She feels like a completely different character than from the first conversation, while Domino seems like exactly the same person.
She's still very intense. It's just this intensity is now pointed directly at someone else.
It's now toxic.
Yeah.
Because you've built your life entirely around this game while pushing your friends away, you're probably going to die alone and unloved.
He's the Joker.
Yeah.
Riddle me this, Superman.
In a decade or so, your reflexes will be too shot to do the one thing you were any good at. You'll be like a high school quarterback who has nothing at the end of the road but alcoholism and loneliness. Also, you smell like poop.
Yeah, that's the burn.
Well, did I talk trash of sufficient quality to earn your admiration, Zapper?
Exactly 3 seconds of absolutely horrified silence follow as Zapper's expression slides perfectly from terror to rage. And then she makes that rage known rather directly. With instinctive anger, she uses both hands to give Domino a hard shove away from her, which causes him to stumble, trip over his ratty old backpack he'd left on the floor, and fall on his rear. Everyone in Bigger Badder Beetleborg stands speechless as Domino sits on the floor with Zapper looming over him. On realizing everyone's staring, Zapper stammers, lips moving silently, before she finally blurts out a retort.
I quit. Screw this. Screw you all. I'm going home.
With determination, she shoves past the rest of the group, on her way out the door to leave good clean fun, presumably forever.
Oh no.
That was only one oh no.
Yeah, there's a lot of oh no's, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Grace, it's okay. Deep breaths.
This can't be happening.
Happening again, isn't it? It's all coming apart. I should have stepped in. I knew this would happen. No, the one who should have stepped in quicker was me. I know what Domino is capable of, what Zapper is capable of. Let's go get a soda and relax a bit while they sort this out, okay? Oh, okay. Right, rock, paper, scissors then. On 3. 1.
What?
I'm sad to say this isn't the first time those two have bitten him. Starting again. I'm sad to say this isn't the first time those two have had a bit of an altercation, or the first time Zappa's quit the team. First time she's ever shoved someone, mind you. That's a bit of an escalation. So we're trying to figure out which one of us is going to go chase down Zapper, and who's going to tend to Domino.
It's only at that moment that I notice Domino has indeed slinked off somewhere, silently leaving the scene of the crime. Maybe I should be doing this. I'm the manager, right? I need to manage my team.
HR duties aside, it might help to hear it from us. We've known both of them for a little bit longer. Agreed, 'tis an admirable suggestion, but 'twould be best if we handle this. We've done it before and have no qualms doing it again.
And again, and again.
Again.
Looping in what?
Don't worry about it.
And again. Looping in stagnation. That's why I'm here, right? Ira said they needed me. Even Zapper agreed the team desperately needed fresh blood. If I'm not willing to step in here, this sort of thing is just going to keep happening. Hey, she's saying something that makes sense.
Hey.
She's saying something and isn't wrong about it. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not for weeks, but at the very least I can overrule their rock, paper, scissors and take on one of these two myself. Thanks for wanting to take care of this, but I'm going to help too. I'm not only their manager, but I'm their friend too.
Says every shitty manager.
Yep. So I'm in. Both Rhapsody, if you're actually your employees' friends, you don't need to specify that every time.
Yes.
Both Rhapsody and Loxley give me a solemn nod, but now I need to decide who I want to go after.
1,000% Zapper, right?
Yeah. it is much more like once it escalates, he was being shitty.
He was being shitty.
But if they were both being shitty and he pushed the button and she swung, and it's the swing that's the most important thing to stop here first.
They were both in the wrong as far as it goes, but Zapper was being mad toxic, like on the jump.
And that's not something that we want in esports, I guess.
Yeah. We would like it if esports weren't like that.
I better go after Zapper. She said she's going home. Where does she live?
I finally made it to floor 8 and Strive. That's the that's the point that the game sorts of distinguishes from like moderate, intermediate to getting into the like more difficult stuff.
That's cool. Congratulations.
Thank you. Feel quite accomplished. All the way across town, she'd be taking the subway, but you might catch up to her if you start running.
One foot in front of the other. Got it. Good luck with Domino.
And soon you'll be walking across the floor. Worry not, my friend Rhapsody and I will handle him with care.
It's a big city. And they say it gets colder. You're bundled up now, wait till you get older. But the media man begged to differ. Judging by the hole in the satellite picture, the ice we skate is getting pretty thin. The water's getting warm, so you might as well swim. My world's on fire, how about yours? That's the way I like it, and I never get bored.
Good.
It's a big city. If I can't find Zapper before she hops a train, I'll have to cross the whole thing looking for her. Running at top speed, I nearly take a tumble down the stairs to the subway station in my effort to get to her quickly. Fortunately, I spot her, getting on a train, headed to Midtown. I barely squeeze through the doors of her car before it takes off. By the time I actually approach, I am so out of breath I can barely do more than wheeze and gasp. Zapper, just a moment. She passes a hand in front of her face, wiping at her eyes before casting an annoyed look my way.
Damn, man. We only ran like 30 feet. You were really out of shape. There's a video of the lead singer of Smash Mouth getting into a fight with someone in the audience while the band just plays the opening riff over and over like it's a comedy movie. Well, that's a shame.
What is?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. The Smash Mouth man doing punching.
Yep.
Or, I don't know, maybe the dude deserved to be punched. I don't know. Nope. The boop are you doing here? Let me guess, you won the rock, paper, scissors showdown.
This is messy.
Look, you can forget it, okay? I'm done. Burn the bridge. No going back. I'm done. I'm out. It's over. I'm a lousy fit for the team anyway.
Forcing air back into my lungs, I really need to do that cardio clearly. I speak up to protest that.
Your friends will forgive you if you come back. They've done it before, haven't they? I'd say you're a perfect fit. We're aiming for the top, aren't we? It's just what you wanted. Hang on, why exactly do you think you're a lousy fit for the team? That's the best answer.
That's the only one that actually gets to the root of it.
Yeah.
Wait, why do you think you're a bad fit for the team? It can't be a matter of ambition. We're joining the Pro Tour, remember? Zapper, please talk to me. Put it in your own words. What's going on here? Thank you, Andy.
Damn it.
She sniffs back a sob, not wanting to visibly or audibly crack. Her voice is definitely quieter, hard to hear over the rumble of the subway.
Because I'm a boop. No two ways around it. I've got no chill and a temper like a powder keg. I'm packed full of apathy, not empty. And that works fine when I'm by my lonesome and dominating fools and thought too, but with friends, nah, I'm a bad guy. I can't help it.
She pauses after that, trying to figure out her words before actually saying them, hoping to explain what she means.
Look, let me put it to you this way. They're all good people. Better people than me. They keep allowing me to up. It's okay, we still love you, Zapper. But I hurt Domino. That wasn't harsh language, that was literal violence. And don't give me, oh, you didn't really mean to hurt him, he just tripped over his bag, because so what? That can't be forgiven. It shouldn't be forgiven. I'm an abusive jerk, and I don't deserve it. I'm an asshole. Jinx may think she's the cursed one, but if anyone's gonna drag this team down to the depths, it's me. Because I don't know how not to be a piece of shit.
So they actually censored asshole wrong.
Yeah. They left hole up there.
Yeah.
In the traditional TV way, because you can say ass, but you can't mention the hole, I guess.
Yep.
But then you're still saying hole.
Ass beat.
Censorship is weird.
Ass beat.
Don't you see? I can't go back. I wouldn't inflict myself on my own worst enemy, much less on my friends.
Don't wanna be my friend no more. I'm a hazard to myself.
Don't let me get me.
And Zapper goes quiet, looking at her toes rather than meeting my gaze. I'm not entirely sure what I can do to fix this. Nothing. Encourage her to seek therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Ask her to watch herself if she feels herself getting hotter. You know? There's not a lot we can do. We're some schlub who met her 24 hours ago because we wanted arcade pizza.
Yeah.
I don't think I can just pour emotional reassurance over her head and call it a day. She's buried so deep in self-loathing that it'd just make it worse if I offered her empty platitudes. But I shouldn't just let her go, right? I can't take it on face value that she really wants to abandon her friends. Zapper, do you want to come back to the team?
It's got nothing to do with it. I can't. It'd be no good for anyone if I come back. Give it a few weeks and this whole mess will happen again. Right?
Wrong. And here's why. Theme song plays.
As manager, I can allow you back in, but on probation. That way it's not completely forgiven. We could claim your evil twin was responsible. Iris could probably fake some video footage of you fighting her. If you're worried the same thing will happen again, no, I'm here for all of us. Things will change.
Not that one.
Not that one.
You have responsibility, not superpowers.
Yeah.
I think in this situation, this is the closest to what I'd go with.
I would want different words, but yes.
Yeah, the last part of it is a bit, something.
Yeah. It gives me feelings.
Mm-hmm. So, by coming back to Bigger Battle Beetleborgs, you're exploiting their goodwill. You get off too lightly. Okay, we can work. Wow, this is not where I thought this would go. I clear my throat and adopt a serious expression. This isn't supposed to be the Joker answer.
This is role-playing.
Zapper, as your team manager, I have to say I'm honestly disappointed in your behavior today.
I mean, we are.
Yep.
Now that I'm here, I'm not going to allow this sort of abusive aggression between teammates, so consider yourself on probation.
I'll let you back in the team and I'll keep an eye on you and help you avoid this happening again. You've got my word. Why did it just stick us with the bottom answer when I picked the top one?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay. Curious, she looks up at me.
Maybe?
It's not much of a punishment.
Well, you also have to apologize to Domino. That'd be a good start. And I know you won't jeopardize your position again, not with a Pro Tour on the horizon, correct?
They already established that she's not allowed to kick anyone out. You're right, Sock.
Mm-hmm.
Tempted to do an Iris is always the answer run of this game just to see what happens. I mean, we've let her know that we're fine with people blackmailing. We're fine with her blackmailing people, so.
Yep.
Correct the mundo. Okay, normally I'm all for fighting against authority and sticking it to the man, but I also want to make you proud. I want to make the whole team proud. I'll do my best not to be a boop again. I'll do my best not to be a boop up again, Ms. Manager.
We exchange a firm handshake to give the pact some weight. Zapper looks around, realizing for the first time that we've been zooming along at high speed during this entire exchange.
Let's switch trains and head back. I'll pay your fare. It's only fair. I'll use the time to figure out how I'm gonna apologize to Domino for the assault and the trash talk. This is probably the worst I've felt in years. Normally someone comes at me all like, yo, Zapper, you go too far. I'm like, meh, whatevs, but this time.
This time, it's a friend that you hurt.
Yeah. I need to win back everyone's trust after what I did, and bowing before Domino to beg forgiveness is a start. But only a start. On the plus side, I've got Ms. Manager to keep me in line from now on, right?
Please, this is just their running joke, I guess?
I guess.
Which makes her smirk, bringing back her usual sarcasm levels.
So the bit about it, I guess, is that I'm going to finish the sentence that I'm speaking, and then I'm going to read the sentence that has appeared on the screen. I would like for you to not look at the sentence that has appeared on the screen.
Okay.
Okay. So, like, the reason she keeps saying, please just call me Benui, like, is part of this overarching thing of her thinking that she shouldn't have responsibility, right? She's trying to, like, dodge it as much as possible while focusing on playing the game. So that's what that bit is. Let's get back into Zapper. I kind of like Ms. Manager. Ooh, Ms. Manager. Yes, just like that. Discipline me. Discipline me hard. Relax, Benui. I'm just kidding, possibly, maybe. Who knows? We'll see.
In Minecraft. With her confidence restored, we ride out the rest of the trip back to good, clean fun and high spirits. Despite these two having a bit of an audience in the form of their collective friends and allies, it's like they're in their own isolated world at the moment. Like a top 10 anime betrayal. Nobody chirps in from the sidelines to let them hash it out without interference.
How do you want to do this? Do I apologize and then you apologize, or you apologize and then I apologize? Or do we just apologize at the same time? Let's do that. Okay. I shouldn't have trash talked you. I shouldn't have tried to hurt you with words. I feel terrible for hurting you. That was inexcusable. I knew it hurt you to say that, and I have no excuse. I don't actually want to quit the team. If you allow me to come back, I don't want you to quit the team. I'll forgive you if you forgive me. From now on, I'll try harder to keep my aggression and apathy in check. I need to do better at stopping myself before I go too far. So, friends, I know I'm a mess, but we're still friends, right? Despite me being a weirdo. Hey, don't call yourself a weirdo. I get that you're working through stuff. You're less of a mess than most people I know, honestly. From now on, I'll reserve my trash talk for our mutual blood enemies, and I'll save my pithy comments for people who disrespect you. And I think I'd better stop there before this gets any more touchy-feely. I don't mind touchy-feely, but that's cool. We got it all out. All good now? Yeah, we're good.
With their word soup spilled all over the floor,
Sure.
They seem satisfied with the results, even if I could only follow them about half of that. That relief spreads to all the rest of them soon after.
That's great.
Thank goodness. Maybe things can get back to normal now. Better than normal, I'd say. I didn't even have to force the apology out of Zapper this time. It's important to have a cohesive team, and I think we just got extra sticky. I'm happy we were able to resolve it all. That's a wild way to phrase that, Rhapsody.
Uh-huh.
Marvelous.
Indeed, together we're an unstoppable force. We must endeavor not to allow strife to pull us apart again.
A very upbeat note to end on, even if team dysfunction led us to need an upbeat note in the first place. It was probably naive of me to hope that I could just join a team, kick some butt, and win the glory. Real relationships are never quite that clean, they take work. Still, I've clearly brought Zapper a bit further than ever before. Maybe my words will help break whatever cycle they were stuck in. Now, to refocus the team. Okay, practice time, bigger, better Beetleborgs. Great to see everything worked out, but let's not forget why we're here today.
To fight whoever the fuck it was Big Bad Beetleborgs fought.
We've only got one FOD 2 machine, so we'll have to take turns. Let's see, who's going next?
Hello.
Pardon the interruption.
May we barge in unceremoniously?
You want to play FOD 2 next? What? No, we come bearing gifts.
Unimaginable treasure in envelope form.
Matt presents a sealed document into my hands, printed on the sort of paper you normally reserve for grand historical declarations. It even has an official-looking seal with a fancy letter H embossed in the wax.
Oh. It must be single H. Triple H's grandfather.
Are we being summoned to a tribunal of some sort? Do I need a lawyer in a powdered wig or a designated second for trial by combat? Even better, you're being invited to a local game tournament. A very exclusive one, being hosted by an old friend of ours. We already know where this is going.
Yep. It seems your triumph over Team Play to Win is really opening doors. He doesn't open those doors to just anyone, you see. Oh, this is different than I thought it was.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
A legendary figure in arcade culture lurking beneath the surface, only emerging for impromptu and spectacular galas of gaming delight.
And you're invited to his latest affair, isn't that nice?
Well, look at you.
Color us impressed at your ability to make an impression.
I'm colored. I'm impressed.
Curious, I break the seal and read the letter. Oh, now I know who it is.
Oh, yeah.
Greetings, bigger battle Beetleborgs! You are summoned forth this evening to do battle against other mighty warriors and claim riches untold. To participate in this exclusive tournament, come to the Arcade Surplus Warehouse on 23rd Street by sundown. Those who arrive late shall not be admitted. For the winning team, the ultimate prize at the end of the furious battle, their very own Fist of Discomfort 2 machine. This invitation allows Banui and a partner of their choosing to participate in the main tournament. However, the rest of your team is encouraged to accompany you and frolic in the festivities. There shall be plenty of social amusements and hot competitions for everyone.
So picture Great Gatsby, except not secretly deeply sad. Picture a trial of excess that's actually about, like, having fucking fun.
May the odds be ever in your favor. Signed, your benevolent benefactor, Hamza.
Good old Hamza.
Good old Hamza.
What's a Hamza? Is it a new kind of pizza? It does kind of sound like it could be a ham pizza.
It could be a ham pizza.
No. Hamza. The second H is implied. Different twist on the syllable. Hamza is a legendary game finder and auctioneer. Normally, he sells or trades for the games he acquires, but it seems he set up a tournament to let players win games. Whoa, okay. This could be big for us. From my initial research, which admittedly was just me saying, hey, I researched the web for how to launch an esports team. You got it, Banui. Now searching. Rhetorical statement, Iris. But yeah, taking part in the local tournaments is a terrific way to get a new team off the ground. It's a hell of an opportunity. And having a second FOD machine would solve a lot of problems, now that I think about it. Team practice would go far more smoothly. Okay, we accept the invitation. Let's do this.
Splendid.
Wonderful.
I see our work here is done.
Away we go.
Listen up, team. If you want to network with local pros and play some games, tag along. Sounds like everybody can come.
I believe I'll bow out of this one.
Most unfortunate.
I'm afraid I have other affairs to attend to on this fine eve, but I shall wish you the best on your path to glory.
So he's literally just the Green Arrow.
Yeah, he's literally about to go do crimes. He's failed the city.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
That's literally the only fucking thing I know about Arrow, apart from Stephen Amell using, like, salmon ladders.
That's the only important part.
The only important part is Stephen Amell using salmon ladders and that he's failed the city.
Yep.
Okay, good.
It's not a good show. Okay, sure thing. Odd that he's bowing out so quickly. Maybe he's got plans to get banned from a few new arcades, or he's joining a midnight protest or something. Oh my god. Oh my god. Loxley is Hamza backwards.
Holy shit. He was Hamza the whole time.
Granted, I've only seen him in an arcade context. I have no idea what he does in his actual free time. He's literally told you.
Not sure I'm up for playing in a tournament tonight. Travel's rough on me, especially to... What'd the invite say? A warehouse? Dodgy. It's okay, Jinx. You can just hang out a bit, head home whenever you want. I'm not sure this is my scene either, honestly.
Let's do this.
But we'll both still come with you, but fly the team colors, shake the pom-poms, whatever. Absolutely. For bigger battle Beetleborgs, which is again what we have called our professional esports team.
Okay, so that means I'll be teaming with... I could pick Rhapsody, but even if things ended well with Zapper and Domino, leaving them to their own devices together might be risky. Instead, I'll tag team with one of them tonight. Who should I enter the tournament? This is actually the worst decision you could possibly make here, because both are in a really bad emotional place right now.
So putting them up on the stage is probably not the thickest idea.
This is the opposite of what we should be doing right at this moment.
Okay. So do we want to think about this for a moment while we go to break?
Sounds good to me.
Cool. So we're going to go to BRB here in a moment. Before we do that, we wish to take this opportunity to remind you that Black Lives Matter, that Indigenous lives and lands matter, and that the lives of people of color matter, that there is a civil rights movement ongoing in this country as Black Americans fight for basic human rights and dignity. We have some links that we would like for you to look at. Under the Donate Commander organizations that are helping people on the ground right now, the Bail Fund Network helping keep protesters out of jail, the Ochre Project and the Black Trans Travel Fund getting food, supplies, and travel out of dangerous situations to Black trans and non-binary people, and the Black Hills Legal Fund, the Lakota people's organization to take back their land to the Six Grandfathers, which was stolen, as every inch of the country was stolen, arbitrarily renamed to Mount Rushmore, and had white people's faces carved into the side of it. Under the Action Commander things you can do to be of some use right now, letters you can sign and send to your local lawmakers, petitions, the ACLU Racism and Policing Correspondence course, which we always recommend. We think that these are good places to start, but we live in an age of information. Do your own research. If the spirit moves you, find something closer to home, because there are people closer than you think who need a little bit of help and mutual aid. Just please find some way to give your energy to the civil rights movement, because building a better future is everybody's responsibility. Making sure we all get there together is everybody's fight. And we do that by battling white supremacy wherever we find it, globally, locally, and within ourselves. We're going to go to the break. Stand up, stretch your legs, get some water, do whatever self-care is important to you. We're going to run 3 minutes of ads. We have no stance on you using ad blockers. We will catch you back here at the end of that time. Please join us then. Hey, I'm back. I think I unmuted. Katie went to go get chips. So I'm just sort of hanging out here while Katie gets chips. How's everyone feeling about Arcade Spirits 2 so far? Katie and I were just having some, like, a little back and forth about where we think it's at and where we think it's faltering a little bit. I think I unmuted us, but I actually don't know.
The button will be lighter if we're muted.
Okay. So we're not muted currently.
We are not currently muted.
Okay, good. Do we want to go with Domino or Zapper?
We haven't seen as much of Domino.
That's true.
Domino, you're with me. We'll beat them all and make them question their life choices. Domino, I want you in my corner when we make everyone question the life decisions that brought them face to face with us. Sound good?
This can't possibly end badly.
You and me against a bunch of tough bastards from the local scene in a creepy abandoned warehouse death match? Sure, this sounds like a great idea.
Didn't they try this with Bray Wyatt? I'm sorry to have brought the House of Horrors.
Okay, so no, we're going to talk about this now. So WWE a while ago, was several years by now, it must have been, because I was still watching WWE at the time, had a character called Bray Wyatt. And Bray Wyatt was great and was consistently underused. He was a swamp man with magic powers, except he probably didn't have magic powers. He was probably just a really charismatic shithead. But like, does he have magic powers or doesn't he was sort of like the central hinge, and they needed to tilt it one way or the other. Because they were trying to have it both ways, and it sucked every time. He had a match with Randy Orton, and the match was scheduled for a pay-per-view, don't remember which one, but it was called the House of Horrors match. And for like weeks, WWE was setting up this thing. Oh, Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt are gonna have the like blow-off match for their feud in the House of Horrors match. It was a new thing, and no one knew what it was, and we were all really excited to learn what like Bray Wyatt's signature match was going to be, because it was going to be this. And 2 days before the pay-per-view, WWE sent out a survey over email to people registered to their mailing list, asking, what would you expect to see out of a House of Horrors match? Like creepy dolls or sheep people, which was one of Bray Wyatt's like things, or like spiders hanging from other things, buckets of worm. Do you think that this should take place in the ring or at a location? They literally had no fucking idea 2 days out. And then the match happened, and it was like
a poorly edited.
It was a poorly edited on location shit show. But the match was meant to end in the ring. So, you remember a little while ago I said we need to talk about how Bray Wyatt does or doesn't have magic powers. So, Bray Wyatt wins as far as it goes inside the house. The house was just like a one-story, like 6-room house with like weird shit in it. It was nothing.
Also, you couldn't see because it was all done handycam.
Also, you couldn't see because it was all done in handycam and it was way too dark. So he like threw a fridge on top of Randy Orton and like won, and got in the limousine that Randy Orton took to get to the location. It's like, man, take me back to the arena. So like 3 other matches happen. They finally get to like, oh, Bray Wyatt's back here in the arena where the match will end. We're like, oh, okay. So Bray Wyatt gets to the like ring to announce that he has won the House of Horrors match. And suddenly Randy Orton, who apparently outran a limousine, showed up out of nowhere, RKO'd Bray Wyatt and pinned him, because I guess it was a pinfall thing, I guess.
It, you know what? It's not even in the top 10 worst things on WWE that year.
Oh yeah, that year. I thought you were about to say of all time, and I was about to talk about the Kennel of Hell match instead.
What was the one where they were supposed to be wrestling on the backs of semi-trucks?
That was
And no one wanted to fucking move.
That was the King of the Road match. That was Dusty Rhodes and Junkyard Dog? That doesn't sound right. I'd have to look it up. But I've seen that match, and it's also really something.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, like you're saying, they're literally on the back of, like, not even semi-trucks, like trailers full of, with, like, hay stacked on one side so they don't fall over. Going at 30 miles an hour, probably, maybe more. And, yeah, no one wanted to move. Aw, I want to be the one to smash faces and take trophies. You know, I'm way more competitive than Domino. Or it might be nice to just relax after an emotionally taxing day. I don't want you getting burnt out, Zapper. We're going to need you.
See, Rhapsody knows what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah. Rhapsody should be managing this team.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay, I can follow the logic on that one. Having a chill evening at home sounds good too. Y'all better kick twice as many butts to make up for a lack of Zapper, okay? Okay.
Sounds like we got a plan. Now, let's practice a bunch, grab some dinner, and hop a train to this event. What, it's tonight? I thought it would be like tomorrow.
No, it's that day. We'll burn them so hard the building becomes a massive fire hazard. Win or lose, we'll show them what bigger, badder Beetleborgs, which I'm again reminding you is the name of our team, are all about. If we keep our focus and win this, bigger, badder Beetleborgs, a real thing that we called our team, will rise to the top. We will destroy all in our path!
So when we play FOD 2,
Yes.
is it a Tweedle Beetle battle?
Yes.
Okay, just wondering.
Yes, it is.
That does mean Ben has to come in with a broom, though. Let Ben come in with brooms.
So, I'm aware of the fact that the thing you said was a reference to a Dr. Seuss book. I've not read that book.
Oh.
So I don't have, like, the deep lore.
It's Hop on Pop, the prequel to Don't Wake Daddy.
Ah. What are we going to do?
This one sounds right. This one sounds condescending.
Uh-huh.
This one sounds like a joke in the wrong place. And this one sounds like Cats from Zero Wing.
You have no chance to survive. Make your time. How are you, gentlemen?
All we need to do is keep our focus on fights and we'll take that trophy. It's inevitable. Let's make it happen! With our team spirit restored from this morning's incident, Bigger Battle Beetleborgs gets to work preparing for the tournament to come. As the sun starts to set, we make our way over to the warehouse where the tournament will be held. At first, I wonder if we have the wrong address. This is a largely empty and industrial part of town. We're surrounded by empty factories, condemned buildings, and artifacts of last decade's recession. See, it's no fun if we know that the year is now. But that's what's happening.
Here we are.
Yeah. But the doors to the warehouse are open. There's light and noise and talking coming from inside. So either we stumbled across a rave or we're right where we need to be. Oh, in the 80s, they would have said that you were, Good, I like those animatronics. They would have said that it was a satanic ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, still looks creepy and disturbing on the inside. It's a dumping ground. How many kids do you think played this and think that and just think of Five Nights
that this is a Five Nights reference?
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
There is a bear, to be fair, though it's hidden behind us.
Yeah. It could be a different recession, you're right.
Yeah, there are a lot of those.
This is a recession based in the activation of Iris and her sudden Her sudden transfer of half the world's GDP to a private account.
But then we have to assume that in this universe, the Game Boy was made much later than it was in our universe.
That's true.
Which doesn't make sense with no gaming crash.
Yeah.
It's a dumping ground for old arcade games. Someone's long-forgotten treasure trove now being used as an underground fight club. I hate to think what sort of eight-legged monstrosities lurk in the darkened corner of this place, waiting to consume your living soul. Unlike me, my teammates are mostly unfazed and split off into their own small groups. In other words, they've been to arcades before. Jinx and Grace settle to find somewhere they can relax and have a good spot to see the games from. Rhapsody said they wanted to check on some casting friends, leaving me and Domino alone. I turned to my teammate, now not exactly sure what to make of this place. Is this really what arcade tournaments look like? I mean, my involvement in RL competitions mostly consists of me watching Evo from the comfort of my bedroom. But this seems messy. If there hadn't been a video game crash, then there wouldn't have been an Evo, I guarantee it.
Mm-hmm.
We would have moved right past that phase. And possibly massively haunted. It's okay. Evo is just allegedly terrible.
Yeah, search me. I've never gone to a tournament before. Until you came along, we were perfectly happy hiding away in our little arcade all day long.
So we're both out of our comfort zones then.
Hey, sometimes you need to be dragged kicking and screaming out of your comfort zone. It's healthy. Jumping into the scene instead of playing it safe may do us some good, or it could be disastrous. Call it 50-50 odds. That's probably why Jinx came. She doesn't really go anywhere, you know, it's difficult. What with her physical needs.
I hope she doesn't feel pressured into this.
Nah, you can't really pressure Jinx. She's the one that applies pressure to other people. Trust me on this. Point is, we're all a little outside our comfort zones, even if we're doing so voluntarily and wholeheartedly.
I'm currently pretty freaking far from my comfort zone. I know it's fall and pumpkin spice is all the rage, but it's not Spookstober Weed Day yet. In fact, I felt a bit paralyzed, just loitering by the entrance to the warehouse, not wanting to wander too far into those dark depths.
Yeah, those deep depths, those dark depths.
Oh, your immersion is being ruined by the mention of Evo, a company that should not, by all rights, exist. Mine too. Fortunately, or unfortunately, someone found us and approached anyway, despite my lack of desire to go any deeper. Oh no.
Oh no, it's the L7 nerds.
Well, what have we here?
Look, Chad, we've got ourselves some genuine celebrities at the event. Lance and Chad from L7. They used to be white hot 5 years ago, but haven't picked up any noteworthy wins since then.
Aren't you two from that cute little gang that hangs out in a laundromat? Saw you on Fight Shack earlier.
Right, the GBC team or whatever like that. Although I think they call themselves Bigger Battle Beetleborgs now.
Well, isn't that special?
So very, very special, Chad. I feel special inside just being in the presence of such wonderful people.
Take my advice, Newly, and go home. You don't deserve to be here.
Great. Haven't been here 2 minutes, and we've already somehow made an more like a schoolyard bully, huh?
Someone found and approached us anyway. This game is so realistic. I have my headphones on. They're the big over-ear ones, so you know I don't want to fucking talk.
Mm-hmm. Do I try and smooth this over or just run with it?
I recognize you too. You're veterans. Glad to have a chance to face you in a tournament, said the wiener. I don't know you, and you don't know me. So if you got a problem with us, that's on you, not me. Hello, looking forward to playing with you later. May the best team win. Did I wrong you in a past life or something? What's with the toot, my dude?
I don't have the option to walk away and then if they follow me, to throw my ice water on them and start screaming. I kind of want to do one of these two.
Best team win or two, my dude?
Mm-hmm. Either one's gonna throw them off.
Yeah, that is your play.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly your move. I've seen you do it.
Mm-hmm.
I would go with the laugh one.
Okay. Is this karma? Did I pour sugar in your gas tank or push your grandma down the stairs or something? Anything in a past life? Because I'm getting some seriously negative vibes from you two, and I'm perplexed as to why. So lay it on me, what grievous sin have I committed for you to treat us like this, and how should I best perform penance for it?
Seriously? I mean, just look at you. You're a conveniently
Okay, you didn't...
This is gonna be a thing?
Yep. Here's a white guy talking about white supremacy, racism, othering, and all sorts of other stuff. This is gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
This is gonna be fine.
It's gonna be a thing.
It's gonna be bad.
I mean, just look at you. You're a conveniently diverse collection of gamers from across all walks of life, like an after-school TV special. I can't even accurately...
At least I picked the right voice for him.
You did.
I can't even accurately describe you all because I'm not allowed to use those words anymore. They won't let me. And that's the real reason why you're making media waves. You make all the woke corporate journalists pat themselves on the back for talking to you, for talking you up, and while you take the spotlight away from more deserving gamers.
God, I don't want to read this line.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to read this line.
Exactly. This community was built for people like us. We're the ones who started it and made it grow. This is our club, not yours, and no one wants you here.
Exactly! And you think beating play to win makes you real big time? A fluke in is a fluke win. You know the real reason anyone gives a boop about you?
Okay, that one actually hurt.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have carried that through the whole text box.
Exactly. You don't belong here, so run away, scrubs. Don't embarrass yourself any more than you already have.
Okay, I'm reasonably sure if I punch these boopers out right here and now, we'd be booted from the tournament. At least Team Play to Win only hated us because we were losers in their eyes. These two hate us merely for existing. I can practically feel Domino vibrating slightly with a want to unload on these two.
I feel a burning need to induce self-loathing in this fine fellow.
But see, again, this comes back to you can't do the thing ironically. You're still doing the thing.
Yeah. You keep saying ironically, and it's not that.
What is the word?
I'm gonna leave that.
Okay.
No, it's... So it's being... It is just shitty.
Mm-hmm.
It's shitty to let you know that shit is out there. It's not being used ironically because they're clearly the villains. They're clearly the shitheads.
Yeah, but they're still here specifically to put that message on.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to drop it, because it's not actually, like, a useful... It's not actually a useful point.
Okay. That could be fun to watch, actually, but is it hypocritical of me to really want him to lay into these guys after what happened this morning?
No!
Or could this be considered just desserts for someone who's as repulsive as these two jerkwads?
Yes. No, we do not have to show good sportsmanship.
Speak your truth, Domino. Do it.
Yay. Time for a history lesson. L7 Gaming used to be respected. They were giants spoken of alongside the wicked prodigies in the Unreal. But then something changed, yeah?
I thought that said the Wicked Pierogies, and I got excited.
Damn, the Wicked Pierogies would be... Why didn't we name our team that?
Right? Shit.
I mean, we're stuck with Big Bad Beetleborgs now. We have 5,000 shirts. So this is, like... This is a continuation of the story that we got about L7 Gaming in Arcade Spirits 1, which Queen Bee was part of when we first met her, and she was said specifically that she was always like on
she was always on.
She was always being scrutinized more because she was a woman of color. What was the turning point exactly? I can't seem to recall the specifics. Something about... Oh, right. You drove away Queen Bee, didn't you? The only good player your team actually had. Then she joined the Demon, formed the 4 Heavenly Kings, and instantly surpassed you. You were only holding her back in the end. Oops, there goes your win streak. Oops, there goes your popularity. After that, well, how do you get back on top?
I love that Lance is angry, and Chad just looks kind of like he doesn't give a shit about this conversation.
I know, become the flag bearers for the women-hating, nerd-baiting, gatekeeping, toxic corners of the internet. That'll keep you in the spotlight. How sad. How unfortunate to have to play the part of the bastard just to keep yourselves relevant. And by this point, you actually believe it, don't you? You bought into that whole repulsive mindset, hook, line, and sinker. How backward you look compared to the rest of the scene. How small and petty. I'd laugh if it wasn't so pathetic. Ah, hell, I'll laugh anyway.
The 2 members of L7 Gaming just stand there, livid with silent rage, as Domino laughs in their faces.
I'll booping kill you, you little...
And just when I fear we're going to get Domino knocked out twice in one day, the billowing swish of a cloak temporarily blinds me.
Hamza demands your attention.
That's great. I have a question. So that's apparently the reputation that L7 actively has. Why the fuck did Hamza invite them here?
We have to assume he just wants them to get their asses kicked. I don't know.
Yeah.
This hostility will cease immediately. You have made your viewpoints clear. Hamza will not tolerate violence at his tournament.
They said...
Silence, whelp. Hamza cares not who started it, who is the villain, who is the hero. All that matters at this moment is the iron will of Hamza. Chad and Lance of L7 Gaming. The only reason Hamza tolerates your intolerable presence is because...
there we go.
Hamza owes your manager a favor.
Thank you for addressing it.
But should you make Hamza regret this act of hospitality, your suffering shall be legendary. Does Hamza make himself clear? Does Hamza make himself clear?
Yes.
That's Chad.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yes, sir, Mr. Hamza.
Snarf, snarf.
Snarf, snarf.
Good. Now, be gone.
Buck says once one of us got mistaken for an 80s, 90s era radio DJ.
Wow.
Damn. Which DJ?
You do got them vocal cords.
Yeah.
Hamza gestures for them to depart, and the 2 members of L7 scatter like cockroaches with a flick of the kitchen lights.
Now, with old business settled, let us make way for new.
Can I try one of those? Thank you.
Hamza welcomes his new friends from good...
We have peculiarly shaped chips.
Yep.
Any...
Yeah, I'm high on behalf of Crimson Tiger, hence the hoodie that doesn't match my skirt. Bigger Battle Beetleborgs who would like to join your tournament, and...
No. There is time enough for such trivialities later. But for now, let us talk and converse, as friends do. Hamza seeks to know all newcomers to the arcade scene. And rest assured, Hamza remembers all names, all faces, as well as all favors and debts. Nothing escapes the mind of Hamza.
Except Richie. Richie got away. From Hamza's mind.
From Hamza's mind.
Yep.
It's sad that he can't remember.
Hamza apologizes for the difficulties with L7 Gaming. They are only here due to an unfortunate intersection of favor and debt. Hamza had intended the 4 Heavenly Kings to make an appearance, but alas, Queen Bee was unavailable, and L7 is a poor substitute. Please, be assured that your inhospitable welcome weighs heavy on Hamza's spirit, and Hamza shall do all in his power to correct the matter. Now, let us engage in pleasantries. What can Hamza do for you? What desires can Hamza grant for his new friend?
I am confused beyond the capacity for rational thought.
That's what Hamza does to you.
Purposefully.
Mm-hmm.
You literally just met us and now we're BFFs or something? I thought only Benui could do that.
Of course, Hamza sees no reason to hold back the generous arms of friendship until such reasons are. You are Domino, yes?
At last check.
Good, good. Hamza knows little about you, but will amend that as best he can through extensive social interaction.
I'm relieved. Or terrified. I'm terror-relieved. Yeah, I don't know where the better one is either. I agree that's chunky, but...
Realified?
No, that just sounds like they were a cartoon that got turned to life.
Well, that does take plenty of terror and relief.
Yes.
To bring a cartoon to life.
Yes, it does.
And you, Benui, manager of Bigger Battle Beetleborgs. Hamza knows you well, thanks to your 11 different social media feeds. Didn't we have 19 before?
We canceled some of them.
Oh, that's right. Now, seriously, stop signing up to different websites. So, first off, I should probably apologize for us goading on L7 like that.
Why? You stood your ground against bullies. You and your ally showed Hamza the strength of your character. Unyielding, even in the face of the storm.
Yeah, but if you're looking to encourage a friendly and welcoming environment, we didn't exactly help with that.
Incorrect.
Yes, we did.
We absolutely did. That's what happens. Encouraging a friendly and welcoming environment means absolutely backhanding Nazis and shitheads that get in your space.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen the Crust Punk Bar, like, Twitter thread, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To all things in life, there must be balance. Peace and war, tolerance and intolerance, what battles you fight, and how they are fought. These are key. Hamza has no objections to your self-defense against an unjustified foe. You did not cower, and you did not shy away. Be proud. But had you reacted with primitive violent force, then Hamza would have been disappointed. It would be too simple and likely effective. You understand this perspective, yes?
Oh,
yeah, it's called centrism.
Oh, this just keeps falling down more stairs. You've ruined Hamza's outlook.
The stairs are much lessened. They're much smaller stairs.
I think so.
Excellent.
But
please, let us talk of happier things, now that the matter is settled.
I don't believe for a second that Hamza would have been terribly disappointed by a quick throat punch to a Nazi. That's not the Hamza I know.
We were legitimately praised by Hamza for punching Dekonami last game.
Uh-huh.
So this is like actually out of character. So in terms of desires, at this point all we really need from you is to sign up to your tournament. Unless we're such good friends that you'd consider simply giving us a FOD 2 machine.
Ha ha!
No. Hamza also seeks to measure the fire within worthy individuals. If it is Hamza's prize you seek, you must win it fairly. Hamza had a character regression, yep. Yeah, it's worth a shot. And Hamza enjoys your display of confidence. So are we in? With a wink, Hamza brings his hands together in a clap. Certainly. Banui and Domino of Bigger Battle Beetleborgs are officially entered into my glorious tournament. I understand you are sponsored by Crimson Tiger Energy Drink. Ah, the knees we must bend toward capitalism, says the extremely rich man. Hamza shall provide you with beverages to consume on camera. He will even substitute the actual fluid for a fluid of your choosing in clever subterfuge. It doesn't make up for what you said before, Hamza.
I have a joke I wish to deploy, but it's actually not good for the stream.
Okay.
You know, I've got a new license plate.
Ah, nice trick.
Such cleverness.
Indeed, Hamza values cleverness. And throughout this tournament, Hamza promises to cheer on your triumphs and feel sorrow at your losses.
I also love custom fluids.
I glance around at the ruined, abandoned arcade this glorious tournament is to take place in, slightly confused at the contrast between it and Hamza's posh clothing. A fact not lost on him as he nods in apology. The rather messy surroundings are unfortunate, Hamza will admit, but Hamza assures you there are no horrible dangers lurking in the shadows. Only hot arcade action with custom fluids awaits you. This warehouse belongs to an old foe, Deco's Palace. They simply call themselves the Palace now in an effort to save face, but Hamza knows the enemy no matter what face they wear. Hamza purchased the entire lot before it was to be thrown in a junkyard. So many rare arcade treasures saved from the clutches of death. Ah, but Hamza cannot simply give these games away, no! On this night, they must be earned through righteous combat. I see, so it's not just a FOD 2 machine being competed for. All manners of games are up for grabs, should you be worthy. Are you worthy, my friend?
I'm a lot less enthusiastic about Hamza's fluids now that he's become a centrist.
Right? True enough, I can spot side tournaments with Hamza's assistance taking down names and registrations. We may end up walking out of here with more than just FOD 2 if the others from Bigger Battle Beetleborgs join in. Let this crucible test your strength, Banui. The strength of you and your friendships!
Please, excuse Hamza.
Now, if you will excuse Hamza, there are other matters to attend to. May the odds be ever in your favor. And with a whoosh of his cloak, he's gone, leaving behind only the scent of bergamot and pine.
What?
Wow. Okay. This is weird, but I can roll deep with weirdness, and creepy never bothered me much.
The creepy
never bothered me anyway.
I said followed for some reason.
The creepy follows me, and that's part of why I'm like how I'm like. I think I'll go watch some of the side tournaments. I have a powerful need to ponder. Catch up with you during the first round?
Sure, have fun, Domino.
I'll try.
I'm not too keen on entering any of the other tournaments. I'd rather just stick with FOD 2 for now. Still, I can wander around this decaying ruin and see what's going on. Where do I want to go first?
Domino is fine with creepiness and weirdness, but not centrism. Yeah.
So we have 4 spots and 3. I'm okay. So it's 10:56, and it's a little earlier, but I think this is a good place to stop.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Okay. So, oh right, there's not an outro screen. Thank y'all so much for joining us. I've been Christy. I've been here with my lovely wife, Katie.
Hey.
And we stream, we are 2 of the people who stream here on this channel, along with Katie's sisters, Annie and Alice and Zoo. We stream 6 days a week. We stream 5 days a week. I've said that for the last fucking month. I need to get it out of my head. We stream 5 days a week. So if you want to interact with the follow button, you can see when we go live and get notified of all the things we're doing. Let's real quick run down the schedule for the week since we're, right at the start of it. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Tuesday is going to be Annie playing Shady Part of Me, which has been great. That game is fantastic, actually. Wednesday will be Zoo. Zoo will be playing Steel Rising in the afternoons. Then on twitch.tv/badroad, Badroad will be playing Shadowrun Hong Kong. And after that in the evening, Zoo will be playing Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. And I will be playing Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak with Zoo on Wednesday evening. Thursday is Alice playing Final Fantasy 13.
12.
12, thank you. I'm bad at Roman numerals. How many of them are left?
I think she's about halfway.
She's about halfway through the game Final Fantasy 12.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's plenty of more for that, and then in between the afternoon and evening streams of Alice playing Final Fantasy 12, Andy at twitch.tv/andemonium will be playing Scars Above, which is new to me. I don't know what that game is. I'm excited to find out. Friday is where the fuzzy baffle for the Yeti mic is, so I can't read what's happening on Friday. Although it's probably Katie, because Katie usually does Fridays. And it means that you're going to be playing more Tales of Arise.
Yep.
Because you've been playing Tales of Arise, the weirdest anime Man in the Iron Mask story.
It's such a weird thing to do, is to... you're like, oh, I'm writing a medieval fantasy anime. What story should we
scenario?
do? What should we should we base it off of something? Like a story or a poem? No, let's just base it off that dude who was stuck up in a tower by his brother the king.
Yeah. So that's cool. Saturday will we don't stream, but at twitch.tv/xenonfiber, someone will be playing video games. And what's after that? Sunday will be we again don't stream, but at twitch.tv/wandering beekeeper. Wandering Beekeeper will be playing more Wildflowers. There's a Fey realm in Wildflowers. It's much bigger than I thought it was going to be. And then Monday loops back around to us. So wildcard stream in the afternoon. Andy doing whatever Andy will be doing that Monday, which is probably more Scars Above. And then we'll be back with more Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. This game has been harder to get through than I thought it was going to be. I really liked Arcade Spirits 1.
And they did fix the problem from Arcade Spirits 1.
That's true.
They fixed the biggest problem, but then they kind of pushed too far and fell off the cliff.
Yeah, there's other problems now. So yeah. That's it, I think. You can find that at schedule.truck.community along with links to the remainder of our stream team. Wonderful channels full of wonderful streamers worthy of your time and attention. And if you would like to see more of us specifically, we have a YouTube at youtube.truck.community where you can see everything we've done. I just went back for myself and rewatched me playing Inscription from like the start of last year.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what was happening particularly inside of myself at that time, but those are banger streams. I was really on for them.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend watching that. Is that everything?
I think so.
Okay, cool. Thank y'all so much for joining us.